Yay Media Group.
It's coming out of the street. It's coming out from
the sewer.
Do you think it's like poopy juice?
Better fucking not be, because I was so upset. Do you remember how upset I was?
Yeah.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Spill the Beans podcast.
For the girls.
We're home. We're finally home.
Home sweet home.
Yeah. For us, it's felt so long.
Yeah.
Because we had a full month of pre-recorded episodes.
We haven't worked at all for a month.
What is it called? Clocked in.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So we're back, guys. Back and better than ever.
And how do you feel now that we're working again?
Good. I was telling Noemi while I was setting everything up, Borita, I was like, it feels so good to be home.
Yeah.
Because it is so stressful to let someone else take your baby in their hands. And I felt like kind of a pushover the whole time a little bit, because I was like, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you fix this? Can you fix that? Oh, that doesn't look good. This. And yeah, it just feels nice to be home. Yeah. But we're very grateful for all the help.
Yes, it was very, very nice.
Emphasis on the grateful.
Yes, it was very nice to have somebody set up. It's also kind of like you said, like, oh, can you feel like kind of like, oh, you feel bad. Can you please fix this?
Yeah.
Can you do this and that? That was very nice. But thank you so much. Shout out to our setup guy.
Yeah. You did your job.
Yes.
We're just picky.
I know.
We know what we like and what we're used to.
Yes.
But yeah, that was a month ago, right?
So
that
long
we left.
Ago. 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So a month, yeah. Oh my God.
Exactly a month ago, we were walking the streets of California with our maleta, with all our stuff.
Oh my God. That is not a girl job. That is not for the girls.
No. But we did it.
And now we're here. And that was so fun.
I know.
So glad we did.
I know. And I can't wait to go on another one. We hear you guys. Like,
yes.
I know you guys have so many guests you want to see on. And we're doing our tours, okay? we're
booking our tour.
Yeah. I was like, we're trying to get busy. But hopefully our next one is Texas.
That's where we're also so excited to go there. We love Texas.
We do. And we've been quite a few times. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to go there.
Yes.
If you guys have like your top 3 in Texas, let us know. And we will for sure slide in the DMs.
Yes. And specifically, I feel like Dallas, huh? Like specifically the Dallas area or Houston.
Yeah. We don't mind doing Dallas and Houston on the same trip.
Orale, you heard it here first.
But aside from that, we also just got back from Nueva York.
Oh, we're singing 2 different songs.
The 2 most popular songs that I know.
Yeah, we were singing these songs the entire trip.
And every time we're walking up and down the streets, we're like, Nueva York. It's like, New York.
And then we'd switch off.
Yep. I was just kind of karaokeing the whole time.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of questions about where we stayed, how much it was. And today we're here to spill the beans, girl.
Let's break it down, because it was a trip.
It was a trip. And I think it was life-changing, to be honest. Don't you think?
I agree. I didn't say, you have like, ni más ni menos.
Just life-changing. So let's get started, guys. I hope you guys are feeling kind of comfy now that we're back home, and don't get too comfortable because we'll be leaving soon. No plans existing yet, but I know.
And that's how we work best.
I'm hoping. I'm manifesting.
Just put it out there.
So yeah, let's go ahead and start with how the whole idea of New York came about.
Yeah, this is kind of a funny story. Funny as in I'm so dumb, because I actually had the idea to take Luis for his birthday. His birthday is February 28th to New York. And I'm so silly, goofy, funny, because we were all at breakfast and I meant to text Blanca. What did I say? Hey, so I'm planning. How did New York? We were talking about New York.
We were talking about New York already.
Yeah.
And it was something like combined with New York and birthday. And I remember specifically Luis saying, I don't care about my birthday. Like, I don't want to do anything for my birthday. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? Like, we should do something for your birthday. Mm-hmm. And then I think that's when you were like, oh shit. Like,
yeah. Which I was already, like, before this conversation, I already wanted to take him to New York. So the fact that we were having this conversation and this all happened is kind of crazy. Just the universe working in its universe ways. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I meant to text Blanca, hey, for Luis's birthday, I want to surprise him and take him to New York. Guess who I sent that text message to? Not Blanca. I sent it to my husband. Luis was literally like, babe, look at your phone. Look who you just texted. I was like, I was mortified. I literally was like, oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Like, I've never felt dumber in my life.
I know. And he was such a good sport, though, because he was like, I wasn't going to say anything, but then you were going to be like, why isn't she texting me back? Yeah. And he was trying to, like, keep it in, but he was just giggling. He's like, babe, look at your phone.
Yeah, he definitely was very nice about it, because I'm like, I don't know. He could have made me feel dumber, because... I don't know. I just felt so dumb. So then I'm like, well, now that we're at it, do you guys want to go to New York?
And that's how it came about. And this was in January, right? Mm-hmm. And that is when I just told Noemi, like, let me know the dates and we will book the flights with you guys. And I remember going to look for flights and they were dirt cheap.
Yep.
Because you take in mind, like, New York, it's such a big state, but so far away from us. Mm-hmm. I was like, no, tickets are going to be like 500 plus, you know?
Yeah. And we ended up looking, and thank God, it was right time, like everything, the timing. This kind of happened with California too. Like, we ended up looking and we just got lucky. So shall we start talking about how much the flights were?
Yes.
Okay. So it was $252.70 each. So $505.54 in total, which, like you said, it kind of sounds a little pricey, but when you think about it, it's like across the country. Like, the flight was how long?
It was like 4 hours.
4 hours and some change, and that's not bad. Like, $200 per flight is not bad.
Yeah, and that's through Southwest Airlines. And unfortunately, the new policy has kicked in where you have to choose your seats, which I know a lot of people like it, but I hate it so much. I thought that they were the GOAT for having you choose your own seats, and yeah, it kind of sucks, but fear not, because I think that one thing that we have always said on the podcast is, if you are looking to travel and to get like a bang for your buck, get a credit card with your favorite airline.
Yep.
Because you get so many benefits, and that is one of the benefits you get with Southwest, is if you have the credit card, you choose your seats for free, or you can choose better seats for a little bit of an upcharge, and you get a free bag to check in for each passenger, which is beautiful, and you still get a free carry-on.
Yeah, and I think it's up to 8 passengers, I believe. So I'm like,
damn,
up to 8 passengers, they get a free check bag is crazy.
That's like, your whole family or friend group.
Yeah. Name another airline. I'm just kidding. There's probably other
There's probably better ones, but you know what? I have not flown anything but Southwest, and
for years, right?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine like flying like anything else right now, because I strictly fly Southwest now.
And you already have like your routine.
Yep.
You go in, like where you go in to check in, what elevator, how to get to security. It's so easy. So yeah, that's how much it was. And for every other bag, like say each of the passengers has 2 bags, you have to pay $35 extra for one of them, or for every extra bag. And you know what? I knew, like, I planned far ahead, and I have a huge maleta, right? And I tried to pack that once, and it was so stupid. Like, they made it so big for what? Because I was gonna have to pay $100 for going over like 5 pounds. And so I was like doing the math in my head. I was like, I'm just gonna pay the 100 pounds, like just pack the maleta, you know? And then I was like, wait, you can pay $35 for an extra one, might as well just take an extra one. So I packed 2 maletas for me, and it was the perfect size because everything fit, because I knew my main goal of this trip was to go to Canal Street and come home with 8 luxury purses.
Yeah. And then speaking of packing, I feel like I found a little bit of a hack. I don't know if I actually told you this. I ordered a vacuum sealer off of Amazon, and I feel like it kind of worked. So I knew I was going to take, because New York was so cold, so cold. Well, mostly towards the end, because the first few days was fine. But I knew like we were going to have to layer up, and I knew I wanted to wear a different jacket every day, because I have so many coats. I have so many jackets. It's a problem, really. But I'm like, when else am I going to be able to use these coats? Especially because here it hasn't snowed. It hasn't been cold. Literally. I don't go anywhere anyway. So I'm never going to use these. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a check bag and a carry-on, and I'm going to put these coats in. I had a really big fur coat that I'm like, if I didn't vacuum seal that, it wouldn't have fit. I also vacuum sealed the other little coats I had, and I think it helped.
Okay.
I I think I would only recommend it for like really big, thick items. Like if you're going to take a really big coat, I don't know how much it really helps for like regular clothes. I feel like if you can just like roll it up, I feel like rolling it up or even using packing cubes helps so much more than vacuum sealing it, unless you have a big like item.
Yeah, and I did get a question. They're like, is New York actually that cold for you to be layering and wearing big coats? And to be honest, it was. Like like you said, the first day it wasn't that cold, but I still had my big jacket and I was comfortable. And it got colder throughout the day. And the reason that I layered was because, one, as soon as you leave your hotel, you're going to be out all day. And in the morning, it's warmer, but at night, it gets cold AF. And two, I feel like you're just much more comfortable having all the layers. And say, like, you get really hot, you can go in the bathroom and take the layers off, but you can't put them on if you don't bring them, you know?
Exactly.
So I learned that. Honestly, it was that cold. And I think also coming from Colorado, it was summer here basically. Yeah. So we weren't used to the cold this year.
Yeah, which usually we are. Like we're usually used to bundling up and like you said, like layering. Like there's been other years, well, not recently, but like I remember when we were younger and it was so cold that we had to like you said, like layer up, wear mayas under your pants and that type of vibe.
But also like here in Colorado, we just go from the house to the car and the car to the store. And over there, you walk everywhere. So, and you can take Ubers or whatever. But even then, like you take an Uber, say to Soho, you're still walking all around Soho, you know? So I think it's always just better to come prepared for sure.
Yeah. And I think that's beautiful.
Next up was the hotel. And if there's one thing you guys know about me is I like to splurge on our stays, okay? And I genuinely thought I was going to go and do research about hotels and they were going to be like $1,000 a night. Not kidding, because I'm like, New York, it just sounds so out of touch. Like it's going to be so expensive and I'm going to spend so much money, whatever. So I remember Nami and I were texting back and forth like, oh, what hotel, blah, blah, blah. And I thought that she had already chosen a hotel. So I was like, whatever she chooses, like we'll get. But then I was like, wait, we literally leave on Luis's birthday. It's his birthday trip. They're our compadres. It's our first New York trip together. I was like, well, better than to gift him the stay. You know, I was like, then they don't have to worry about it. And if they don't like it, it's my fault and it doesn't ruin their trip. So I was like, I told him, I was like, you know what? Because we were both still researching. I was like, I will do the research and I will book the hotel. You relax and I'll surprise you when we get there.
Which that is crazy, amazing, perfect, because out of the both of us, I feel like I'm very like, what's the word? Like compliant?
Like,
no, not compliant. Just like go with the flow.
Yeah, I think you're picky in a lot of things, but not where we stay. Yeah. With good reason, because in New York, genuinely, we weren't going to be at the hotel that often. Yeah. You know?
But I love that Blanca is the queen of comfort. And she said this before, she will splurge on comfort. And so I'm like, if Blanca picks something, it's for good reason. Like I trust whatever you say. I'm like, thank God. Like you literally took a weight off like my shoulders, because I'm like, I don't like not like, what's the word? Like I would hate to let you down because I picked something and you're like, oh, like just don't feel comfortable, you know? So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Like you pick whatever you want. And like you said, and if we don't like it, you picked it. So I'm like,
it's nobody's fault but me. And I'll take this. I'll take one for the team. But I also really like to research where to stay. And I kind of researched like where we're mainly going to be at. #Canal Street. Just kidding. I almost stayed on Canal Street.
Literally just kidding. Laid a bag there.
Yeah. And I just literally went on TikTok and I was like, just do the research for me, which one. And I remembered I put best New York hotels, and I just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled for hours. Like I probably did 4 days of research on the hotel. And there was this one that just kept popping up, and it was the view. And I kept thinking like, we're not really going to be at that hotel, but wouldn't you want to wake up to a pretty view, you know? And I was going to be in New York. That is like the one time when you want a beautiful view. You don't want like the alley view, you know, whatever. It's a birthday. I want to splurge. And I was so ready to spend a bag on these hotel rooms. So I'm like researching, and there's this hotel that keeps popping up, and it's called the Hyatt Place New York /Chelsea. And it's the view at night, and it's so beautiful. It's a skyline view of the Empire State Building, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, it was that one, right? I think.
Yeah. todos los edificios.
Yeah,
and then
basically all of the buildings, but the Empire State, of course. Yeah. And I kept looking at the comments like, this is going to be fucking expensive, and I was so nervous. And the comments were like, honestly, this is the best hotel where you get a good view and you don't break the bank. I was like, oh shit, that's music to my ears. So right away I go and look at the rooms, and they were, damn, I don't remember how much they were per room, but the total for these 2 rooms, I got one with 2 queen beds and one with 1 king bed, and I made sure I booked the skyline view. They were $1,936 with 42 cents.
For both?
For both.
For how many?
That was a total for everything.
That's crazy, because that's 4 days? Or 4 nights?
Yeah, it was 3 nights. 3 nights and 4 days.
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Which is almost what we spent in LA for our 1 room.
Exactly. And not only that, I noted that when we got there, they charged $100 deposit.
Mm-hmm.
And in
LA
it was
$200.
Wasn't it 400?
I don't remember. Oh, wait, because we put it under yours, so I don't remember. 400 is crazy.
400 deposit that they keep. They're like, we'll give it to you. Blah, blah. So I was so ready for them to be like, it's a $700 deposit, blah, blah. 100, I was like, is that right? And it was. And I'm not going to lie, this hotel was beautiful.
Yeah, so let's talk about it real quick, because first of all, like, thank you so much for getting that room for us, because
you're welcome.
I'm like, you're just so good at gift giving. You were just so intentional. Like,
I'm like, that is my love language.
It really is. You really are that girl.
Oh, thanks.
You surprised us and you were like, wait, let me walk in first, because you wanted to see our reaction.
Honestly, I was like, let me walk in first so that I know what reaction I'm going to get, because I wanted to be prepared. I wanted to regulate my emotions before you guys.
So we walked in, and this was in the morning. The view, I'm like, it's so speechless, because you just walk in and it's like, who cares about the room? Nobody looks at the room. It's like, the view is just right there. It's amazing. It's beautiful. But when we came back and we were like getting ready at night, oh my God, at night, it is phenomenal. It is like
unreal.
Like, you feel like you're looking at a 3D painting or something. I don't even know how it looked like AI.
I know.
And which is so dumb, because I'm like, it's real life, like AI recreates whatever. But it just like set the vibe for the entire trip. And I'm like, I honestly think that it really set our mood. It set everything, like the good time.
Like, we were so excited to wake up and go to sleep and get ready and be in the hotel as much as being in New York.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful.
Yes. And to add on to that, this was my second time in New York. The first time we stayed, I don't really remember where we stayed. It was like kind of by Chinatown. And I already knew that New York is a city that kind of like works its way up. So like square footage is non-existent there. I was already prepared to be in like a hotel room that was like as big as my bathroom. These rooms were so spacious, like for New York. I think they were so spacious. Like, we had room to lay out all of our maletas.
Exactly.
Well, you had 2 beds, so yours was a little tighter, right? But our room was like big enough to lay out our maletas open wide, and I'm like, and I think that's a lot of room.
Yeah, and it still gave you like a little closet space where you could hang all of your coats. Yeah, which was amazing. They had like complimentary water. The bathrooms were. One thing that shook me was how clean it was.
I was gonna say that, because when we went to LA,
oh, baby,
that I feel like that I just didn't feel clean in there. Like, I don't know. Didn't you say you like saw mold or something on the toilet?
Yeah. Because I threw up. And I was well up in that toilet. I was like, disgusting.
Mom, I threw up.
I was like, please help. Can you clean it? It was so clean. I really like that there was no carpet too.
Yes. I love that.
Carpet is
filthy.
Disgusting.
It gives us a certain scent that, yeah.
And so it smelled good. It was clean. Spacious. The view. Literally, I couldn't say better things about this hotel.
And the price was good.
And the price, like, it didn't break the bank. It was perfect. And I'm sure if you book it with more time, it's going to be even cheaper.
Yeah.
You know? So I thought that was really a good price for the hotel, because you got amazing views and really good comfort. And it really wasn't far from anything. Like, we walked to our favorite coffee shop, to Bagels.
Yes.
We were probably like a 25-minute walk from Times Square, I would say.
Yeah.
We still Ubered though because we're just girls and we were wearing heels that day. But I think it was like it was in the perfect place where you didn't feel scared to go out of the hotel.
Yes, like when me and you were walking around, like I didn't feel scared. I think it's kind of part of New York too, but I'm sure there's places where, okay, for example, the subway, when that was the only time we kind of feared for our life. Yeah. Other than that, I felt like really good, really safe. Like everybody just kind of minds their business.
Yeah, honestly. And I think that also ties in with like people being rude. I think people are just on their own life pathway where they don't care about being kind to the next person. Like, they're thinking about getting to work on time or making a reservation or whatever, which I totally understand. And I don't think that I had any rude experiences. We just saw a lot of things. Our eyeballs did not need to see, baby.
I cannot scrub the things I saw out of my eyes, and
me neither.
That's not so beautiful.
No, and we did see a rat.
Remember? Oh my god! And thank God you like saw it fully, because I barely saw it in passing, and it
was amazing.
I started climbing the fence. I almost started climbing the fence because I hate rats.
Yeah, it was beautiful. My goal was to see a rat.
Yeah, she was ready to take it home.
Honestly, she was tiny, not gonna lie. So my goal was to see a huge rat on the subway or something, but no pasó. And we also didn't get any like shows on the subway. Nobody danced.
That was another thing. You know, we also didn't use the subway. Like we did use the subway a lot, but like for how much people use it, we weren't really on it as much. We rode it 3 times, 4 times.
Yeah, that was comfy though.
And that was good. And that was happy with that.
Because any other time I would have been like, we used an Uber when we needed to, for sure. And it was $1.50, not gonna lie. But we're gonna right?
That was probably the most expensive part of the whole trip. Honestly, when we had to Uber.
It was, you're right.
And honestly, it was only because, like, again, out of comfort, because we basically could have subwayed anywhere. Like even we didn't talk about this. The hotel provides shuttles to the hotel. The hotel provides shuttles to the hotel.
It does, from the airport.
Yeah. We could have planned that out better, but
yeah, it would have saved us $100, not gonna lie.
Maybe $200.
Yeah, literally, it was so expensive. But I think that's like, I'm willing to splurge on that because it is it's not that long, but it is kind of a longer drive.
For New York, that's long.
And I'm not taking the subway with 5 bags. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
March is when women celebrate International Women's Day, a moment to celebrate women's strength and progress, while also recognize just how much they carry every single day.
Between caring for others and managing unseen responsibilities, their emotional well-being can easily be overlooked. We want to remind women how much they matter, and that therapy offers a space for them to take care of themselves in a way they deserve.
BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S.
BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so that you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences. And their 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with their match, switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recs.
With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms.
And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews.
Your emotional well-being matters. Find support and feel lighter in therapy.
Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/spillthebeans.
That's betterhelp.com/spillthebeans. I think that we're going to give you guys the itinerary for girls/moms that aren't explorers necessarily and are genuinely there to just go with the flow and just for the vibes.
And vibe out, yeah. Like specifically like doing girly things like shopping, yes.
Getting ready.
Content.
Pictures.
Cute food stuff.
Foodies.
Yeah.
Content.
Club. Another club. Yes.
Because Noemi and I love this about us. If we don't see the touristy things, we don't mind. Because
unfortunately,
we will always go back.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead and get started.
We did both.
Yeah, we did a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. We could have done more, but we didn't.
But we didn't want to.
Because we're just moms that were craving to sleep in.
Literally.
Okay, let's get started with our flight in.
I think the best thing we did was flying in the morning, because then we took advantage we took advantage of the entire day, since we did fly in early. Our flight arrived at like 11 a.m. And that was the perfect time to go get, all we did was drop off our stuff. And actually we taxied to the hotel. How much was that?
It was like $74, and it was nice because obviously we were fully prepared to get an Uber. And as soon as we got to like the Uber rideshare pickup, there's so many people there like, taxi, where are you going? Manhattan, blah, 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 blah. And then this guy came up to us and he's like, I have a
Yukon.
Oh, I have a Yukon right there, $74. Where are you going? And yeah, we're like, we're going into New York / Chelsea. Okay, $74. If you go on Uber, it's gonna be more. And
you checked, huh?
I went on Uber and it was like $95 to get to the hotel. I was like, say less. Please don't kidnap me. Put the bags in.
And he did it, and we made it.
Yeah, we made it. And we kind of like checked in to see if maybe we could check in early, but it was 11. Like, to be honest, I was expecting to get there like at 12:30 or 1ish. And they were like, oh, your room isn't ready, but let's do all of it together, whatever. We basically did the whole check-in process, and you can still check in your bags. Like, they'll take care of your bags for you, and you go explore, baby.
Yeah, and I think that's perfect, because we kind of knew this was going to happen. So our outfit was kind of like not the best outfit, but we were prepared to like walk around already.
Yeah.
And then after they took our bags, we were starving because we hadn't slept. Another thing, we are so good at not sleeping. Like, every single time we have a flight, just know we haven't slept, basically.
No, we pulled an all-nighter.
Yeah. And so after that, we're like, where should we go? Obviously, coffee and bagels. And somebody told the boys, right, that like there was a coffee place.
It was the hotel reception.
Yeah, he said like, there's a really good
bagel place down the street.
Yeah, and we were like, I feel like me and you are kind of the same, where we're like, if it's not on a TikTok recommendation, we don't really want it. But unfortunately, they were correct, because those bagels were really, really delicious. And I wish I remembered the name.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was like New York bagels or something. I don't know.
Literally just said New York bagels.
Yeah, they were really good. And we knew right away that we weren't going to get coffee there, because there's too many coffee spots in New York, and we only went to 2, pero no pasa nada. So after our bagels, we walked there. It was like a 6-minute walk.
Yeah, it was super short. Yeah.
After the bagels, we looked up coffee around us, and there was one called Blink Street. And I was like, wait, I think I've seen that on a TikTok. And sure enough, I go on TikTok and I put New York coffee spots, and Blink Street is like the first one that I have liked and favorited.
You sent it to me too.
Oh yeah, I did send it to you. And it was like, come try blah, 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 blah. So I look at it, and it's a 6-minute walk from the bagel shop. So we're like, frick it, let's go. It was so good.
I have a love-hate relationship with coffee. This coffee was so good. And I'm a little bit mad because we got matcha, right?
Yeah.
The first day. I'm a little bit mad because I liked my matcha, but I loved your matcha.
My matcha was really good.
So yeah, we had to go again later on, but I'm like, it was really good. And at the bagel spot, my husband got a chai or something, and I just knew by the options in the menu, I'm like, we have to go somewhere else, which was absolutely why we did.
Yeah, we got the vanilla bean shaken matcha or something like that. So good. Yep. The matcha is really, really good. The coffee is really good too, but the one thing that I did notice is it made my stomach hurt really bad. But that's probably because I'm lactose intolerant. So I definitely should have taken a lactate or got an oat milk. But the matcha, like, no notes. Actually, the matcha had whole milk, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's probably the coffee. Like, now that I remember, because I didn't ask for oat milk on my matcha. I'm just talking out of my ass.
Actually, scratch that.
Cut the cameras. But yeah, everything there is really, really good. 10 out of 10. We kept going back to that coffee spot. Not gonna lie.
Once we like something, we're gonna keep going.
We're not gonna overcomplicate our stay.
No.
So then we started talking, like, by the time we had gotten bagels and coffee, it was already like 1:30. And we said, what should we do today? Because we had reservations for Luis's birthday dinner that night. And Noemi and I were like, yeah, we're good. Whatever you guys want to do, Canal Street want to do, like, we don't care. And they didn't really love the idea, but we did, because Noemi came up with a really good note there.
Excuse, explanation, whatever you want to call it.
She persuaded the boys, and she said, we need to go get it done and over with today so that we can use the bags for the whole trip.
Yeah.
And that was the most beautiful speech you've ever said.
Yeah, I've never said anything better. Yeah, because in my head, I was like, okay, we can have, today's like a free day. We have no plan, which we didn't have an itinerary, but it's easier to plan a day from like the very beginning. And since we were already kind of like la-di-da, like doing whatever kind of came across, I'm like, if we just go now and get it over with, we're still going to explore. I'm like, and then we're going to have these bags for our outfits. Because keep in mind, the day we landed was my husband's birthday, and he had said, well, I don't really want to spend my birthday like at Canal Street. And then I was like, oh yeah, I was like,
you're right.
But then I was like, wait, this whole trip is like your birthday trip. I'm like, we can do whatever you want. I'm like, but since right now we don't have any plans, we don't know what's around Canal Street. So if we go now, we can get it over with. And then the next two to 3 days, we have to actually plan and make an itinerary and like make an educated plan, not just like, oh, we're going here and then here and then here, kind of like we did the first day. So he was like, yeah, finally we like got them on board, and they were like, yeah, let's go. And tell me why Luis ended up saying this was the best thing ever. Like he ended up loving it, even though like Canal Street was crazy. He's like, wait, this was so fun. He's like, I know I said I didn't want to go. Did you hear him when he said that? He was like, I actually had so much fun, like just exploring and doing that 9-minute walk with the lady.
The lady in the pamphlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he negotiated most of our bags for us, and it was so, ¿cómo se dice? Is it endorphins?
Yes.
It released
serotonin.
Oh, it was so
also
serotonin like it released all the serotonin in my brain.
Yeah.
I was walking around the whole time with a smile on my face. I was just having so much fun. Mind you, like I know damn well these purses are faker than fake, but I do not care.
We are so aware of that. I saw a few comments that were like,
you do know those are fake.
No, I didn't.
Like, no, I thought that I got a bang for my buck, baby.
Yeah.
Like, be so fucking for real.
No, it's so crazy because sorry to cut you off.
No,
it's so crazy because when we walked out of the subway, I feel like we had the same euphoric feeling of like, I'm home.
Literally.
Like,
and you know what was beautiful was seeing all the girls there. All the beautiful girls dressed in beautiful outfits, buying their beautiful fake bags. It was just such a girly feeling.
Yes.
Thinking like nobody's judging me for being here.
No. We were all literally on the same thing. Like all of our brains were connected in that
moment. Our auras
moment.
were shining together.
Yes.
And we were just like, how much? It was a little nerve-wracking at first, not gonna lie. There was one bag that I really, really wanted. And as soon as I bought that bag, I was like, okay, now I can just go crazy. I don't care which one. I have a budget. No, I mean, I did set a budget by going to the bank and taking cash out because obviously we don't want to be Zelling people or Apple Paying.
Yeah, which I didn't even know that was an option.
Oh yeah, that's true. We didn't even know that. And we wanted to negotiate and like only have like small bills kind of, so nobody thought we were like richness or whatever, because these guys think you're rich. I'm not kidding. Like you're out there they're trying to sell you $120 bags. And I'm like, I will not go above 50, okay?
You think I have $20?
No, I don't. I have 120. So yeah, we got cash out, which I think was really good because as soon as it was over, like, ya me dolía el codo for sure. Because I was like, fuck, I already spent my budget, you know?
Not me. I'm like, we went to Chase to get some money out. I got $200. Actually, I think I got 160, and then I had cash from like, I never have cash, but I apparently had like $20-ish in my wallet. So yeah, I ended up spending about $200, and then I ended up Zelling about $45. So
yeah, but see, like I took out 350. So that's why my codo was out the roof already. I was like, I'm not gonna Zell you more after I already spent 350. Like that's crazy. Yeah,
but you were so generous and shopping for others. I know. That was me. I'm like me. I want this. Me. I want this. Luis got one belt. Done with you. I got 5 purses and a wallet.
And I think that's beautiful because I didn't even get a wallet and I really wanted one. Yeah, I think honestly, if you don't care about fake things,
if you care about the aesthetic,
and the Pinterest inspired pictures and the content you're going to make with a purse, and you don't care about putting it on the floor or it getting dirty or whatever, please add Canal Street to your itinerary. It is the most euphoric feeling.
Yeah.
It can go one or two ways. Like you will get overstimulated and feel like, ew, what am I doing here? Like this is too overstimulating. I'm scared. Or you can be like, wow.
No, I loved it. Here. I love the ghetto. I loved it.
Just loved
that was like
Canal Street.
So fun. You know what somebody left on my TikTok? Somebody said that they were at Canal Street. They started getting raided, and somebody, what happened? Somebody dropped a purse or something, you know, because that's what we were waiting for. She said that the guy tracked her down and charged her for what she took.
How?
I don't know. I haven't asked.
Baby, you need to be more sneaky than that.
I know, but I'm like, how do you get
tracked down?
That's what I'm saying. That's a little scary.
If they got raided and something fell and I got it, I would never post it. I just keep it safe, tucked away in my brain. Secret. That was basically like the main star of the show for the afternoon, because we knew that it was going to get dark and we had to get home. We had to get back to the hotel to get ready for reservations. I guess another thing we didn't say that we could sneak in a little bit, allegedly, is that we stopped by also at the dispensary.
I was going to say that.
Allegedly. Even though it's supposedly legal in New York and Colorado. Allegedly. Supposedly, dicen por ahí that we stopped by at the dispensary and bought a little pen. Allegedly.
Allegedly, we were gardening the entire time. Tell me why I told my mom. I was like, oh yeah, we were like drinking and smoking the entire time. And she goes, what were you smoking? And I'm like, well, it wasn't cigarettes. She's like, no, I mean, I've never told my mom.
I haven't had the time to spill the tea to my mom, but I'm so excited too.
Are you going to tell her?
Yes, go heck. Like that was such, probably even a more euphoric experience, because we are not gardeners.
No.
Like we have dabbled into it here and there, but we did it
24/7. I know, we're already
balls deep into this. Literally, I remember like taking 2 steps. Okay, take another hit. Okay, take another one. And
no, you guys would not recognize this, Blanca.
Yeah, and genuinely, I feel like I never dabble into it because I'm too scared. Like I don't want. Obviously, if I'm home with my kids, I'm not dabbling into any. No, you're just like, girl, I'm barely surviving. But being out there with no kids and just like living the time of our lives, just vibing, it was so fun to be, because not only were we high, but it was so calming.
Yes.
And I think maybe that's why nothing got to me. Like how dirty it was, how nasty it smelled, how disgusting I felt.
We didn't think about that.
All of that was out of the picture. And I remember like literally walking on clouds, walking down these New York streets.
Just literally smiling. Like I was like, the whole time. And I was gonna say too, like I don't usually do that. I don't dabble in it because I get really, really paranoid. I get really, really anxious. Why is it that in New York I was like puff, 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 puff,
puff, puff, pass?
Yes, and I felt amazing. Like you said, literally on a cloud. Like I just felt like I don't know, how do you explain?
It was just calming.
Yeah.
While being in the busiest fucking city.
I feel like if we didn't garden, we may have been a little overstimulated. Absolutely. A little like yucky duck.
Before we started, like I already was thinking about throwing away my shoes because I was like, this is so disgusting. I can't take this home. And after I started, I was like, you only live once, baby. Just live it up.
Literally. No hand sanitizer, so no problem.
Going on a subway, there's rats here. Who cares?
I love it. Come sit next to me.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. And we did take the subway. We're a little nervous, and it is very nerve-wracking. Like even though you get on the right train, you're sitting there being like, this shit's taking me somewhere different. Like you're overthinking it the whole time.
And it did. Didn't we get on the wrong subway?
We did get on the wrong one of the times.
The first time.
To Canal Street, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got on the wrong one, had to get off, hop on the other one.
No pasa nada.
No pasa nada. We still got there. The subway is $3 to get in. And you don't need to download an app. You don't need any pass. It's just you Apple Pay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tap to pay, which was my favorite thing. It's literally the easiest thing. You just tap whatever you got. That's none of my business what you got. And then you walk through those little rotators and you're in. And you can go
anywhere.
The possibilities are endless, really.
Literally. And another thing is that Google Maps will literally tell you where to go.
Yeah. Apple Maps.
Fuck Google Maps. Just kidding. We'll get into that. You put on Apple Maps, like say we were in Chelsea, we're going to Canal Street. It tells you what train to board, what stop to get off, and then it tells you how many stops until you have to get off. And while you're going on the train, like it goes ticking off the stops. Yep. And then it says your next stop is blah blah, or like get off now.
It is so convenient.
Like
so
you
convenient.
are that girl, man. Or Apple Maps, sorry.
Again, that's so crazy because we have this like kind of
feud.
Yes, because I only use Google Maps. I cannot stand Apple Maps. When we were in California, my homegirl was the designated passenger princess, and she only uses Apple Maps. And the way that I could not understand it, and Blanca was literally telling me, it says turn here, here, here. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's not saying that you're, and you understood it. And I felt like it was a complete different language to me because I only use Google Maps. But as far as the subway goes, Apple Maps all the way. It was so easy to read, understand, and yeah. And
I also think that it was nice because you only use Google and I only use Apple. So when Apple was fucking up when we were walking somewhere, you would pull it up on Google, so we would figure it out eventually. So if you use both, like it's gonna get you to the right place. But yeah, also I think that the subway can get so overwhelmingly scary because the amount of people you see down there, baby.
Of all walks of life too. It's like I saw people with like, there was like girly pops there with like dress head to toe, like heels, probably Canal Street bag, but who knows, it might have been real. Like baddies, you know. And then you just see people that are just going through it in life
on drugs.
Speaking to themselves. What else? Just you see everything, so you just have to be a little aware of your surroundings. Also, the walking situation in New York is terrifying to me because I don't think that I practice being aware of my surroundings. So I did crash into multiple people multiple times. I wish I would have recorded the way that you walk. It's just like you're walking forward, but you're not seeing anything. I'm just literally tunnel vision. I'm like, I'm just trying to get right there. And there's like, I'm not pacing myself. I'm not moving out of the way. I'm just like, I'm gonna get there. It's like you or the person in front of you were not moving. And multiple times that happened. Like, you're like, I don't know. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. So we're either crashing or you're moving. And most of the time we're crashing. And that was really hilarious. But it's just like, get with the program when you're walking, like be around of your surroundings, aware of your surroundings. But yeah, we got our bags. If you guys want to see our hauls, they're on TikTok. I ended up spending $355. So I think I went over $5 maybe. That's really good. I'm really proud of you. And that was beautiful and amazing. And I cannot wait to go back. Honestly. I know. It really is just something that euphoric feeling you cannot get with drugs. I don't think so. Like if I'm addicted to one thing, it's shopping, and that's it. And I'm aware of that, and I'm okay with being that. I don't want to change. People are like me, just sitting, thinking about what's new at Marshall's. Like that is me every day. Ever since we got home, I was like, why didn't I get a denim bag? Dude, the regret I have of not getting more. Me too. Oh my God. Me too. And you know why I regretted it so much? Why? Because I had so much space to fill in my bag still. So mad at myself. And you know what? Even if we didn't have space, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna tell us if we have 3 bags on our arm? Who cares? They're gonna say, you gotta check that in, ma'am. That's true. And then that's when they start asking questions. That was another question we got. What? Was how did you take that through TSA? It's like, you check it in. Yeah. We were prepared because we knew we were gonna do this. We knew we were gonna be doing participating in these activities, so we had a plan. Yes. But yes, after Canal Street, obviously we're ready to estrenar todas las bolsas. We get on the subway back to the hotel, and next to the hotel there was like a Whole Foods. So we were hungry, but we had reservations that day. So we're like, we can't get food. We have to get snacks. So we just got some little sushi, chips, another club. And we checked into our hotel. That's when we saw the most beautiful view of our life. And mind you, I was so zooted out of my mind that I took quite possibly the best nap of my life. Yeah. Which was good and bad because I woke up and it was 8 p.m. I was like, oh, our reservation is an hour and a half. Yeah. I was doing my makeup like a sloth. Like, I just remember being like,
why am I not moving? Like, why is my mascara going on so slow? Like, I was just so calm. And usually I'm like, oh shit, like I'm rushing.
Yeah,
and
you're fast at your makeup. But not that day.
Not then. It took me probably 20 minutes to open my eyes because they felt so heavy. I was just like, please. Yeah. But once I got going, I was like so excited to go to our reservations, and the best food ever.
Yeah, it was so good. It was called Gallagher's Steakhouse, I believe. And it was quite possibly some of the best like steak food I've had, period.
Everything. No notes. The steak, the sides,
the wine. Baby.
The wine had me feeling something.
No, that one. No, you blushing.
And we also took a hit before we went in there because we were like, we need to eat all of this food up because it's so expensive.
It was expensive and so worth it. I would go there again. Like next time we go, I want to go there again.
That's going to be... No, next time we go, literally copy paste what we did the first day.
Yeah.
It was a perfect first day.
And to be honest, that was the only time we spent money anywhere. Like really, it was the only expensive. It
was like a splurge.
Yeah, but again, it was my honey's birthday, and he picked that specifically, and he never knows where he wants to go. So I was like, get it, book.
Yes, absolutely, and it was beautiful. I mean, we got a little lit on our wine, and then we went back to the hotel and slept.
And the next day we slept in because we are mothers.
First, before anything else, we are mothers, and then we're girls,
and then baddies,
and then we're content creators, because this was like my dream date, honestly. Noemi and I slept in.
Uninterrupted sleep, might I add.
Sleep in a beautiful comfy bed. I opened my eyes, and before I'm like fully aware, I'm editing a TikTok.
No,
I'm like,
literally,
heck yeah.
This girl, the way that I'm like, your work ethic rubs off on me, because I'm like, how am I gonna sit here on my ass when you're sitting there editing 3 videos with like 3 different devices? And I'm like, ooh.
No, and I was so overwhelmed because I did know that we had to announce our Spill the Beans guest, but I was like, if we're gonna announce, like I need to get all my TikToks out in order, because I don't like posting things out of chronological order. So I was like, we had like 3 TikToks for each day, basically. So I was like, I need to get my shit uploaded, because if I don't do it now, then it's never going to happen. I uploaded a 3-minute vlog, our pictures, like another club. And that was so beautiful to just like lay there rotting in bed with a beautiful view with my best friend next to me, editing TikToks with no one being like, Mama, tengo hambre, Mama, quiero un snack, Mama, blah, 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 blah. Which I love my kids, of course. It's just a whole different...
We just never get that
feeling of being like, I don't feel bad for being on my phone and editing content.
Yeah.
And that was beautiful.
And you know what? Because of that, because we are moms, we were able to squeeze all that in, because you know what? When we didn't have kids, we didn't do that.
We didn't do shit.
Nope. And
without kids.
Yep.
And that's not beautiful.
That's not beautiful.
But yeah, literally, I said, we filmed Get Ready With Me's. We uploaded our first batch of content. Like, it was amazing. And Noemi and I knew, I was like, okay, I'm going to go to my room and I'm going to shower, and then I'm going to get ready, and then I'm going to film it, and then I'm going to film my OOTD, and then blah, blah, blah. Tell me when you're ready. And that was so beautiful, because you weren't rushing me. It was just because amazing. I take
just as long as you, if not longer. And I said, if Blanca's on this step and I'm on this step and we calculate, we still got 3 hours left
of sunlight. That was the only day that we left the room super fucking late, because we were
working.
It was amazing, honestly. Yeah.
But at that point, we also like, I think our content was so good because of that, because we were taking our time with makeup, with outfits, like everything we were doing, we were taking content of it, like intentionally doing content. And it wasn't like we were rushed and getting half-assed content.
It was so good. I absolutely loved it. And we also took this day to go to Times Square, which was so fucking hectic. But I did tell Noemi that I knew that Liberty Bagels was on Times Square or close to Times Square. So we took a Uber to Times Square, and to Liberty Bagels. And they were like, it's honestly a vibe. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's for the vibes. And I don't think it's overhyped. We got I forgot what it was called. Do you remember?
If you give me 2 seconds, my brain can think about it. No, I don't know.
It was just the most beautiful breakfast bagels, eggs, tomato, onion,
jalapeno cream cheese spread.
Oh yeah. There you go.
What else was in it? I don't know, coochie juice or something, because it was so good.
Done with you. It was something like that.
And it was so good. It was just so like destroying. Like
it was good and terrible at the same time. It was nasty with the poochie outfit.
Kind of like New York.
Disgusting. And it was so delicious.
Yeah.
And then we always know that when you get bagels, you're not going to get coffee there. So I just searched up a quick little coffee shop that was a 4-minute walk, I believe. And it was called Culture Espresso. Yep. They are actually known on TikTok for their cookies, which we did get one and we didn't try it. We just brought it home for no reason.
Mentos.
But we got a coffee there and no words.
So I don't even know how to describe it, because usually the type of coffees that we get, we are like the same taste in coffee, right? Let me describe to you my perfect coffee. It might not be your perfect coffee because I'm like a sugar girl. I like the taste of coffee. I equally like the taste of like creamy, sugary. Like I like that type of sweetness. Like I have to have a type of cold foam to balance it out, or like a sweetener or something. This coffee was like nothing I've ever tasted before. It tasted mature. It tasted like if New York City was in a coffee, right?
Yeah, like it wasn't sweet.
Not at all sweet.
But it wasn't strong where it's like agrio.
No, it was like creamy. You could taste the coffee, not sweet at all. And it was so fucking good.
So delicious.
Like we finished, both of us pretty much finished it. Actually, we almost finished it. The reason we didn't was because we were so cold. We couldn't hold it in our hand anymore. But like ya casi no nos quedaba nada, and we were enjoying every single sip.
It was a maple oat milk coffee, iced latte.
I'm so glad you remember that.
Delicious.
So good.
And just like pair it with a little bagel on the side. Unreal. 10 out of 10.
And you're a
New
smash.
So yes, we took this day to be our Times Square day. Basically just get content on Times Square. We did stop and see all the shows that they were putting on, because one thing about me is I love a performance.
Me too.
And I love like their accents, and they're just like, when you see performers, no tienen vergüenza, and that is so amazing because they just put on a show and it's amazing. And this is the day that we're like, okay, we're gonna do Times Square and Broadway. You cannot go to New York and not see a Broadway show.
Yeah. I'm so glad you brung it up. So glad you brung it up. Because I didn't even, like, I think I was kind of thinking about it. And then when you said it, I'm like, last time I went to New York, I really, really wanted to go to a show and we didn't have time. This time I'm like, I actually love theater. If there's anything that I love, is a good theater show. And my God, we should have went to more shows. Honestly,
we should have done all of them that were playing that weekend. Because we originally wanted to go to Chicago, which is Miss Whitney Levitt. I think that's her last name.
I don't even know her.
I fucking hated her on Secret Life of Mormon Wives. And then I like started tweaking a little bit on Dancing with the Stars. And then like now that she's like on Broadway and she's this whole motherfucking famous ass girl, I'm like, wait, no, like she is the moment. Like she knew what she wanted and she got it. And that is how life works, basically.
And isn't she the one who had a baby like right before being on Dancing with the Stars? And now she's doing a whole Broadway show. And
I think it just got extended too. Like she's going to be there for like 2 more months or something. She lives in New York City right now with her whole family. And I really wanted to see it. But by the time we looked up tickets,
an hour before the show, not really, but like
the
right
day
before,
of, they were $590 per ticket, baby. Not for 4 of us, per ticket. And I was like, oh no, baby. Like I love her, but damn. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go to another one. There were so many. There were like
Wicked.
Oh yeah, Wicked. The Great Gatsby, The Outsiders, another club. There was a lot
of good ones.
But they just didn't fit with our schedule because we wanted to do one that night since we were already in Times Square, and it was like a 6-minute walk to get to Broadway.
Very close, which I didn't know that.
I didn't either. I was like, I thought it was a whole different whatever. We ended up going to watch the Book of Mormon.
The way that scratched my brain, like I've never been scratched before in my brain. Wow. I'm like, pay us. Who cares? Pay us, don't pay us. It was the best show. Like, I think it also helped that we were a little crossfaded, you know?
Yes. We were high and drunk at the same time. And we got a drink there and popcorn and pretzels. And we paid $190 per ticket. But we were third row,
like right there. Like they kept making eye contact with us
and waving at us.
We're like, yeah, like exactly. I'm like, just clip that.
If there's one thing I can say is if you are not into dark humor, I wouldn't recommend the Book of Mormon.
Wait, because first of all, let me say this. My husband is not very cultured in the Caucasian community. And so he didn't know, like, outside of like Catholicism and Christianism, he doesn't really know any other religion. He didn't know what Mormonism was, like Mormons.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Mormons of St. Latter-day Christ? Or what? Yeah. Mormons of Jesus Christ of San Latter-day Saint. Well, no mames. No mames. All right, baby. I need to clock out.
Anyway, he didn't know what any of it was. He still thought it was funny, but he didn't
understand. Yeah. But I think he wasn't like taking it in.
He didn't understand it as well as like me and you and like everybody else who knows what Mormonism is. I think we should just give him a little rundown. Like, this is what it is. This is why it's funny.
Exactly. We should have. But we didn't.
El hubiera ya no existe.
No, and definitely if you guys are not into dark humor and like not
okay like, with like laughing at your religion,
or not okay with like being disrespected a little bit, which I was totally fine with it, because it wasn't like, if it was Catholicism, I would have been like, all right, baby, like you're taking it too far.
You think so?
No, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, we're not even that Catholic.
Yeah, but
I think if it was Catholicism, we wouldn't have went.
Yeah, I think that the reason that it rang so funny to me was because of the drama that I already know goes into Mormonism since I watched the show. Mm-hmm. But it was so funny. Yeah. Like, I just have it engraved in my head. It's like, hello, my name is Elder Price.
I would sing more, but I think we'll get copyrighted.
For real. But yeah, definitely watch a Broadway show. Get drunk, get high. Obviously, if you're of age. I literally got messages being like, Blanca, there's young girls that watch you. I'm like, baby, you know the state of the world right now? Like, there's middle schoolers doing worse shit than getting high.
There's little 8-year-olds drinking Alani's.
Oh, let's not say, baby. But yeah, totally. Like, I will always take responsibility in that and say, like, if you're of age, do what you gotta do, you know?
Also, we are not responsible for what your kids do.
Yes. Be sure
to talk to your kids. Yes, talk to your grown-up about these behaviors. I don't know.
Anyways, so yeah, after Broadway, being a little high, a little drunk, we went to get pizza.
Why are we always starving at night?
Because that's just how we were built.
Yeah, we were looking for a specific pizza. It was way too far. It was so cold when we left Broadway. Yeah, this was the first like taste of like cold.
It was the first taste of like, you gotta bundle up tomorrow, baby, because it's gonna be 10 times colder than this.
Yeah, and thank God we went prepared. That day we took a scarf, we had gloves, and it was still cold, but it was bearable. Yeah, if we didn't have scarf and gloves, it was over. And like layers,
we would have done Ubered home.
Yep. So we walked to a little pizza place, and the pizza was good.
Yeah,
right.
And we stayed out there till like 1 a.m. Maybe?
Yeah, and we were just chatting it up.
Yeah, it was amazing and beautiful and perfect. And then,
sorry to interrupt, you got your pamphlet signed.
Oh yeah, that was so like, I just felt like I was having my High School Musical moment. Right after the show, like, the characters get dressed and they gotta go home, baby. They got things to do, people to see. And I was like, why is everyone gathering up over there? And they were just waiting for them to come out. Yeah. So I got my pamphlet signed by my 2 favorite characters, of course. I forgot their names, but one of them was like the gay Mormon, and then the other one was the like
the main character, basically.
Yeah, the funny Mormon that was like not trying to be the hero but became the hero. He's amazing. And they both signed my pamphlet, and I did bring it home. And we also brought home our little cups as souvenirs.
Cups.
They're so cute.
So cute. That was really fun because I didn't know they did that. Like, obviously they have to leave to get home somehow, and they have a little place where you can, I'm sure you can probably take pictures with them too. Yeah,
but it's so crazy that people do that. Like, that is so nice.
Yeah, like they didn't have to do that. Like, it was so, how do I say this, like humble of them, like so like human of them to do.
They're so nice. Yeah. But yeah, we waited for them, we got it signed, and then we stayed out, ate pizza, did all the things. And then day 3, honestly, I would say do most of your touristy things. Por ejemplo, like, you can go to Central Park, Soho. We went to Staten Island. 1000% if you want to see Lady Liberty, go on the Staten Island ferry for free 99.
Yep.
I must say, you'll get a most beautiful view of her during sunset.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Gorgeous.
We didn't if we tried to plan that wouldn't have
the
happened.
feelings you felt,
yeah,
was amazing.
I am not fond of like getting on boats and like water. I'm actually terrified of water, bodies of water. I had the best time ever just being on this ferry. It was like we were just on a high this whole time. Like, it was so euphoric. It felt like Titanic vibes. Like, it's this big ferry, and we got all the way to the top, like outside, and it was literally sunset, and we were passing by like all of these other boats and like other, like, what are they called when they're on water? Like just a boat.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we passed by Lady Liberty, and it was the best view we could have had. Like,
it's
better
so
than, yeah.
And I had no need to like go up to Lady Liberty and get on or in.
Same.
So I'm glad we didn't pay any money for that.
Yeah.
It was completely free, and I must say I did think she was bigger and taller.
I know, the first thing she said was, why is she short?
I was like, why is she so small? But it was amazing. Like, it was a must thing because it was a must see in New York. And we landed in Staten Island, and of course we went to do some shopping or whatever at H&M, because H&M in another state or city is always better.
Just hits different.
And Noemi was really cold.
Yeah, so that day I was a dumbass, and I had like a bodysuit on, not a bodysuit, a jumpsuit on with leggings, and I had multiple shirts on. Like, I had my jumpsuit, and then I had a long sleeve shirt, and then I had my jacket, I had my hat and my gloves. I only had leggings on my legs, so it was so cold, and you can imagine how cold it was up on the ferry and being outside. It was like frostbite vibes. So as soon as we landed, we're like, an H&M, and I bought a pair of pants, and I put those shits on. I put those cacas on.
And they were beautiful. They honestly made your, like, they didn't take away from your outfit at all.
They made my outfit better,
and
actually.
we also knew that we're going to be walking for the rest of the night, so it's like you have to get layered on because it was too crazy for us.
If I knew we were going to go home basically like right after that, I wouldn't have done that. Absolutely. But because we had basically the whole night planned out, I was like, I have to put some pants over because it was cold. It was so cold. That was the coldest day, right?
Absolutely. And so after we got back from Staten Island, we did, of course, the 9/11 memorial. We went into the Oculus, and I think that was a little heavy just because it's so devastating. Like, I feel like it will never be something that you'll forget, you know? But it was also really beautiful to get to see that too, because obviously we were fucking like two when it happened. So the fact that we got to see all of this and like all the names, and it's really, really devastating. It
is. And we were also really sad because we tried to go into the museum, but we were like,
we were 2 minutes too late.
Yeah, they had just closed it down. But it was, I think I shouldn't say I think everybody should go there, but like pay your respects, you know. It was nice.
And I think next time we go, that's definitely something that I'm gonna do, is like take my time through that museum. So yeah, we did that. We definitely wanted to do the memorial and just like see the water. What is it called? The waterfall? Well, it's not a waterfall.
It's not a waterfall, but I think the structure of it is so beautiful. Also, it's
and
just
all the names.
Yeah, they did a really good job of trying to honor the names as much as you possibly could.
Absolutely. And then we got dinner after that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so somebody had sent me a message saying tacos número uno. I saw the message, but I didn't click on it just because I had like varios mensajes, but I just remember I looked at that one message and it said something about tacos número uno, and I just kind of stayed in my head. I wasn't planning on it or anything. So then when we were at the Oculus, we were thinking, okay, where should we go?
And nobody wanted to do a sit down restaurant. Yeah. We would just want to eat and go.
Yes. Very New York. So then I looked for food near me, and then I was like, wait, tacos número uno is very close to here. And I was like, do you guys want to go? And yeah, we were like, I mean, yeah, why not? So we get there, and it's a vibe. First of all, the music they were playing, so good.
10 out of 10.
And you know what? Somebody told me that they waited in line for like a really long time, like over half an hour. I was like, I don't know if we went at a good time because we just walked right in and ordered. I wish you could taste.
I wish you could taste through the screen. I wish we could taste memories. Yeah, honestly, 10 out of 10, no notes. A cold, crispy coca de botella. And I got un taco de adobada. And then we shared a asada quesadilla.
We didn't share it, baby. You took a bite and I finished it.
I was like, oh, all right, baby. The taco de adobada was so good. I regret not getting another one, not gonna lie. But I was like, the line was already a little bit longer. I was like, whatever, we're almost done eating. So
you should have told me.
I know I should have gotten another one, but
yeah, it was really, really good. And
so good.
It was such a vibe too, because it's like the music they're playing, like, I don't know, it just felt like a little bit of home, because
absolutely,
you know, New York is already so different from like our everyday life, our everyday culture, what we're used to. But it was really nice to go there, and they were literally playing like Conjunto Primavera, and I was like, this is crazy. They know, New York knows them.
Exactly.
And the food was good. The service was amazing.
The vibes were
the
fine.
vibes were good. Like,
everything was perfect.
Yeah, I do recommend
Tacos número uno.
Tacos número uno. They really are tacos número uno.
They really are that bitch. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Love that. And after that, we were kind of like cold, tired. The vibes were getting low. So we took an Uber back to the hotel, and we went to the hotel bar.
And that was beautiful. They have a really good hotel bar. They're adding to the luxuries of the hotel. Right. They really do have, it was really beautiful. The vibes were good. Like, the lighting was perfect.
Ambient.
Yes. It was popping. Like, there was quite a bit of people there. They have good like bar snacks. Mm-hmm. The drinks we got. So what did we get? A shot of?
We got 2 shots of green tea.
Green tea.
And then I got a Moscow Mule.
What did I get? Oh, I got like was it like a margarita? The mezcal.
Oh, mezcal.
It was so good.
So good.
Yeah, and the vibes were good, and we just were, you know.
And let's not say the ride up to our room was a little crazy after that. Hence the picture on our photo dump.
Yeah, I felt like, I don't know if you guys have been on the ride on Disneyland, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh. That's what it felt like. That's why I was so holding on like that, because I was like, why does it feel like this? But it's because my brain was not braining.
She was full of a lot of things in there.
She was a little intoxicated.
But yeah, that was basically our last night there. And I told Noemi, because we ended the night really early, like even though we went to the bar, it was probably 10:30 when we were done at the bar. Yeah. And I told Noemi, I was like, you know what, tomorrow we should wake up early, do coffee, bagels, and I really wanted to go get a charm at Pandora. And I was like, we should just do it because our flight is at 2. Our checkout is at 12. So genuinely, like, if we leave around 8 in the morning, we'll still have like a full day to do things, you know? And that's exactly what we did.
Yeah. So we went to the hotel, and you mostly packed everything.
Oh yeah. That night I was like,
I did not. And it was fine. Whatever. I should have, but I didn't pack. Like, all my stuff was kind of together. I just didn't physically pack it. But we had a good night's rest that night.
Beautiful uninterrupted sleep.
Yes. And then in the morning, bright and early, tell me why Blanca texts me at 2 a.m. I can't sleep. I'm so excited to wake up in the morning. And then it was like 7 or 7:30.
7.
It was 7, and she's like, okay, I'm up. She's like, I can't sleep. I'm so excited. So you came at 8 a.m. was it when you came to get us? Yeah. You're like knocking on our door. Let's go. Get up. Literally, Luis and I, we just
full face of makeup, full outfit.
No, everything. You were changed.
Like, baby, we gotta get the day going.
Yes. And Luis and I literally were like, let's go. So I literally just got up, changed, and we left basically.
And that day was really cold, and it was raining.
It was raining, and like rain, snow. Is that sleet? Is that what that's called? Is that what the people call it?
Crazy vibe. So we of course went to buy an overpriced umbrella at a convenience store, and we walked around. We got our coffee, our bagels. We went to not Sephora, Pandora. Got my little charm. So cute. And they were so nice there too. She was nice.
Literally the best,
honestly. And that's why I'm saying, like, I did not have a bad experience with anyone. Maybe just the people that were on drugs. And it wasn't like bad. It was just a little scary.
We didn't even talk about that. Do you want to like kind of add that in? The entire time we were on the subway, full of people, always full of people. This is the time that Blanca and I were by ourselves, and there was no people to be found except for a little friend that was on something,
not on planet Earth.
No, and he just was like screaming, talking to himself, cussing, and like it was just him and then me and Blanca, and we were kind of like on the other side.
Yeah, we were kind of hiding a little bit, not gonna lie.
And then we missed the stop. We were supposed to get on, and because we were so
No, I was doing my lip combo.
Oh my gosh, yes, you're doing your lip combo. They open the door for 2 seconds and then it leaves, and we're like,
you know what? I was like, this is a moment when my lip combo caused us to die, because it was so terrifying. Nobody was fucking coming down to the subway.
No, like nobody was in there. It was
just us 2 girls and the guy that kept screaming.
Yep.
So literally, like, I was finishing putting my lipstick on, and when I go to close it and we start walking towards the doors, they close.
Yep. Too bad, so sad.
And so we're like, when does the next one come? And he's like, I think they come every 15 minutes. I was like, oh, I know. Lo and behold, it came
literally right away. Thank God.
Thank God.
We probably would have left and came back.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it was through whole $3. It was nice. I mean, that was the only scary-ish experience, but it's still like really scary because it was just us by ourselves. And yeah, so after Pandora, we of course needed to get souvenirs.
And we stopped. It was just kind of a random shop, right?
Yeah, it was like the shop that was everywhere. It was like I Love New York, and there's like 10 of them every 3 steps you take. So we just chose the one that called our hearts.
The closest one that
literally
the most inviting one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we spent a bag.
Yeah. I literally just got like 5 things. I'm horrible, but this is what I think of souvenirs. Like, I know you don't really get use out of them, but I want something that's not dumb, you know? So it's hard to like think really hard. Okay, what is going to be meaningful to this person? Like, how many shot cups can you give somebody, you know? Sometimes, but like, for example, if I get a shot cup, what did I say? if I take a shot right now, if I get a shot glass, right? That's how you call it? Is that what they call it? I love it, but I just feel like, what if I give you a shot glass every time? Like, I don't know. Souvenirs are so weird sometimes. But I try to get thoughtful ones, and hopefully they like them.
I love it. I'm a fucking whore for souvenirs.
Yeah?
Like, I know I'm not gonna use those shits, but it's just like the high of getting them.
And also like, oh, you thought of me. Like,
I know. And I got I got all my sisters, and then my aunt and uncle came from Mexico, so I got them a souvenir, and then I got my sister's boyfriend a souvenir, and then my brother's girlfriend a souvenir, and then I got Belen and Franco like 5 souvenirs, and then I got my mom, my sisters both got 2 souvenirs plus a Canal Street bag, and I got like, they had the cutest mirrors, didn't they?
Oh my gosh.
Those were actually so cute. And
I should have got
like
one for myself.
We always use those though. I got like 8 of those fucking mirrors. So cute. And yeah, I spent $180 at that.
No
souvenirs.
way. I didn't know you got that many things.
Yeah.
I just got my parents and my brother and my sister something, and
yeah,
that's it.
And I think that's
beautiful. That's our saying of the week.
Yeah. And then we went back to the hotel, and we thought that the shuttle left at a certain time, and it didn't. It left 10 minutes before that.
No, it was really confusing because it had a time slot. It said 11:30 to 11:45. But I think, if I remember correctly, it says it's there at 11:30, but if it's running late, it'll get there. Like, the latest it'll get there is 11:45. Okay. I read that later on, and I'm like, and we thought it was like waiting there
15 minutes.
But no, it leaves as soon as it gets there, basically.
Like, I guess.
So we missed our shuttle, but that's okay.
And we spent another bag going to the airport in an Uber. And yeah, we checked our stuff in and cried our way home.
And that was it. To the longest flight ever. Oh my gosh, that flight feels so long.
It was the longest flight of my life. Like, I kept watching TikToks, doing this, doing that, and I kept looking at the times like, 2 hours and a half left.
I know. And then we would take naps and then wake up, and then it's still like the time wouldn't change. Like,
and the thing I thought the whole time was I did not get enough snacks for this fucking flight.
No, we did not.
I was so mad at myself.
We did not.
Next time, we already know what we're doing next time. But yeah, we
already have our next trip booked. I'm just kidding.
You know, one thing that I brought from this trip though that is so fucking gusting.
What?
That the morning that we were there before our flight, you know how it was raining, so all the fucking like humo was going. What is that? What is that?
Wait,
genuinely, what is that?
Because it's like, it's coming out of the street. It's coming out from
the sewer.
Do you think it's like poopy juice?
Better fucking not be, because I was so upset. Do you remember how upset I was?
Yeah. what is the smoke
that comes out of
coming
the streets of
out
New York?
of the ground in New York City is the first thing. The quote-unquote smoke rising from the New York City streets is actually water vapor steam, not smoke, originating from an underground district heating system. It occurs when cold air, such as rain or melting snow, leaks onto hot 300 plus Fahrenheit underground steam pipes. So poopy water.
So it is shit.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That, oh my God. Because that day was the day that it was happening, because it was the only day that it rained. And everywhere we were walking, we were passing by the fucking smoke. When I get back to the hotel, I smell my scarf and almost puke. I'm not kidding. It smelled so fucking bad. And that is the one thing that I was like, damn, like, is this what New Yorkers smell like? Or do they like know to like go around all the smoke? And like, even if you have to risk your life on the street, it was disgusting.
Are they smarter than us?
10 out of 10 would not recommend.
Or do they just throw all their clothes away?
No, I also think that, well, obviously, like that day, everyone was wearing puffer jackets and not cloth. So that was on me too. But it was all for the pictures.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Pero tan fin fin. That's how we ended our New York trip.
And I loved every second of it, and I can't wait to go back.
I can't either. It's gonna be so perfect.
I know.
I'm gonna book the flights tomorrow, so that for 2 months, because that's when it'll be the cheapest. But yeah, it was amazing. And this was, mind you, our itinerary for girls that aren't explorers. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I want to go to like the museum and whatever. No, I'm there for content and Canal Street and the bagels and the coffee.
For me, I like doing touristy things too, but I want to do both. So I'm like, if we're going to do something like that, something like go do something touristy, then the rest of the time I'm doing girly things.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that our next time will be longer to get more things done.
Yeah, more days. And now that we have a little bit of connection over there, and we kind of know like what to do more, how to get around more, I think it's just better. It'll be better, and I'm so excited, and I loved this trip.
It was amazing, and we can't wait to run it again. But without further ado, that was our itinerary, our recommendations, and how much we spent. And do you have anything else to say about this?
Go New York City.
Yeah, please, love you. But yeah, anyways, that's it for today's podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are happy that we're home. And if you have any recommendations for any podcast you want to listen to, any guest that you want to see,
let us know, girly.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Bye. We'll see you in the next one.
Yes, we will.